Why am I shocked? This keeps happening. Okay. Room of Swords. Huh. I just have to turn it down a little bit. It's too loud. What happened back there, cadet? You should know better than to take a dangerous enemy on alone. I was looking for you for 20 minutes. And where did I find you? Fighting with the Cockroach King himself. You're on probation. From now on, you don't do anything without my order. And you brought her? It's a serious offense to bring an unauthorized individual into VSC headquarters. I didn't exactly have time to ask permission. You pulled me away without any warning. If I didn't pull you out of there when I did, you'd be dead. No, I had an opening. I almost had him. If you just stopped time for a little longer, you almost had him? Look at you. It only took him 2 seconds to bust your arm. You're no match for the Cockroach King. But you're not Masio Sare, remember? Not yet. Yes, sir. Hold on. Were you missing that arm? I can't tell Captain Iroh that Masio Sare's shadow saved me so that I'd live to become Masio Sare in the future. The last thing I want to give him is the same hope. Sorry, I'm sorry for yelling. I know you've been through a lot. Give me your arm, I'll patch it up. Well, it's definitely broken. Does this hurt? I've had worse. Listen, cadet. Water break. No, my water did not break. I just drank some water. That was awful. Please don't clip that. Listen, cadet. I didn't say those things because I don't believe you're capable. I can see you've grown a lot since I last saw you, and frankly, I couldn't be more proud of the man you've become. I know it's been a long time since I was your captain. Maybe you don't think of me like that anymore. But we need to be a team. And our team's goal is find the room of swords before dawn does. We've seen what happens when we allow Dawn to distract us from our goal. He draws you in with false hope and then steals the boss sword. You think he stole the boss sword? He didn't. You still have the sword? Well, no. No? Remember when I told you about Amelia's file? And how the dinosaurs in Sill's village seem to appear out of thin air? It's because there are rifts in time-space. They're portals to alternate timelines. But we searched that whole area and didn't see any rift. Are you sure Don wasn't creating some sort of illusion to trick you into letting him take the sword? Dawn doesn't create illusions, he manipulates reality. I'm sure of what I saw. Dawn fell through one of the rifts on the way back from the Room of Swords. And when I fell through in Sylvia's time, he was there, waiting to steal the sword from me. When we crossed back through the rift, the sword sort of stretched out like a thread and sewed the rift shut. I don't think Dawn could reach the sword himself, because he got angry and demanded that I undo it. But I don't know how. And since I didn't help him, he basically threatened to destroy my reason to live. I'm sure he's got a special kind of hell designed for all of us who stood in the way of him becoming a god. On the bright side, he's lost some of the element of surprise. We know he's out there for sure now, and we can plan accordingly. That medicine will make your arm good as new in about a week. We'll use that time to rest and prepare for the next mission. A whole week? We can't wait that long. My friends are in danger. There's no way I'm taking you out in the field with a broken arm. You're a liability. I can handle a broken arm. I've already survived without it for months. There's no need to take that risk. As long as you're with me, time is relative. It doesn't matter if we leave today or next week. We can travel to the moment before Dawn does something and stop him. What if Dawn attacks us here while we're waiting around? We can't time travel if we're dead. Yeah. Great idea, Syl. And Nephthys in ancient Egypt, so it's practically our next stop anyway. Time out, you two. It's still my job to plan the missions. Besides, last I checked, Sylvia didn't have any field training, and I don't have time to mentor rookies. Syl's not a rookie. She went head-to-head with Dawn in the Room of Swords. And you said yourself that the people in the Room of Swords were once VSC soldiers. Soldiers who were chosen because they were the most powerful people in history. Isn't she exactly the kind of person we need on our team now? Fine. You win, cadet. But first, sleep. We'll leave for Egypt in 10 hours. But the whole point was to go as soon as possible. A good night's sleep makes anything possible, cadet. But the captain's decision is final. Now go to your rooms. I need to get more water. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. How can Captain Ira expect us to sleep at a time like this? I bet Dawn isn't sleeping. He's probably going after the person he thinks I'm closest to. Do you think... Sylvia? Once again, it looks like I'm the only one who can't sleep. But I'd rather stay awake than risk missing out on some detail that could have saved someone's life. If Koji were here, he'd tell me that I need to stop trying to control everything. But with Koji, I could let go. Because I knew I could survive anything as long as he was by my side. The last time my enemies found out how important he was to me, it almost got him killed. Should never have touched him. Is this body really that important to you? Yes. I'm going to tear you away from him piece by piece. Draw the shadow to your body in order to free his. You realize you will be destroyed in the process. You'll never have our strength if you do not give up on your weakness. I sacrificed my arm to pull the shadow out into my own body, because nothing would be worse than losing him. It felt like my arm was burning all over again. I must have imagined it. Masayosara is gone. There's no more shadow in me. It's back! No! Wait, don't hurt her! I can't control it. Syl, wake up! You have to run! Please wake up! Koja? Don't give up, Jairus. Fight it! Stop, Koja, it's going to kill you. The shadow arm is gone. How did you do that? You did it yourself. I just reminded you that you always could. I'm so glad you're here, Koja. I was worried that you'd be Don's next target. And that it'd be too late to stop him. Well, you better come early then. Early? What do you mean? How do you wake up? Koja? Wake up, cadet! Captain Iroh? I've been trying to wake you up for a solid 5 minutes. Looks like you needed that rest after all, cadet. But I couldn't sleep. Looking for someone? A lover, maybe? You were talking in your sleep. You're lucky that your girlfriend isn't even deeper sleep than you. My what? By any chance is this girl Koja the reason you and Sylvia have relationship problems? Never mind, I don't need to know. I get it, you're a late bloomer, and it probably feels like you need to make up for lost time or whatever. I won't lecture you on the importance of being faithful, but do me a favor and keep your love life under control until the mission is complete. We can't afford any distractions right now. Yes, sir. Just like us, these disguises are more than they appear. They have built-in temperature control, so we'll stay cool in the day and warm at night. Now listen up. When we're time traveling, these tethers are our lifelines. Don't remove them until I say so. With Don out there, we don't know what we'll find when we arrive in ancient Egypt. We've got to be prepared to make an easy escape, a quick escape if necessary. How much of last night was a dream? Was the shadow arm real? What about... was it... what if it was a message? Cadet! Don't touch the rope! Captain Iroh, it's splitting apart! You're changing the destination. I told you to stay focused. I didn't mean to. Your tether's about to break. You have to let go or I'll lose you. It's not working. I can't let go. Jairus! Oh, no! Captain! Just stay put and we'll wait for us. We'll come find you. Ah! Where am I? Everything's white. I can't see. Damn it. It's so cold. Captain Iroh? Still? They must be in ancient Egypt already. But where am I? This must be the built-in temperature control that Captain Iroh was talking about. Wait, I'm starting to feel warmer. I guess it's working. I doubt it was intended for this extreme weather, though. I should find shelter. There are some houses up ahead. And I think I see someone. Hello? Excuse me? Can you help? This wind is so loud they probably can't even hear me. Ah! That was a fireball. It looks like a firebird. And it has a chain around its neck. Is it someone's pet? What's this? A French soldier who forgot how to run. You French have some strange clothing, but this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen yet. I'm not a French soldier. You speak Russian? I learned it from a Russian soldier named Kozya Karavik. You know Kozya? Yes, is he here? Lieutenant General Sokolov. This man is looking for Kozya Karavik. The Lieutenant General? He's the one holding the Firebird's chain. Are you looking for Kozya? Is he our friend? He means more to me than anyone. And I have bad news for you. Kozya is dead. What? He was caught deserting, so we executed him. You're lying. Kozya was a loyal soldier. He would never desert. He was a disobedient troublemaker and he got what he deserved. Maybe you didn't know him as well as you thought. No, this can't be happening. I can't do this without Kozya. Perhaps you'd feel better knowing it was a quick death. Allow us to prove it to you. Let me go! Cough. Goodness. Calm down. You would have frozen to death anyway. He's right. You look like you need to warm up. The Firebird. They used it to kill Kozya? She's still a little shaken up. Things got rough when Kozya tried to kidnap her on his way out. That doesn't make sense. Kozya is great with animals. She has a sore leg, but she got her revenge. That blue glow. He's possessing the Firebird with his breaking point. Kozya's alive. Stupid bird, what are you waiting for? Incinerate him! Stop! What's wrong with you? Kill him! Useless animal. I said fire! Ah! Lieutenant General Sokolov! I've gotta get the chain off of him. I'm getting cold. I don't have much time left. Guess I'm lucky my boyfriend has a giant firebird. Konya! I never liked that bird. The bird is dying. That means Koja's spirit will return to his body. He was hiding his body in the bird's talons all along. Jairus? Run, Jairus! What? Ah! Koja? No! Let that be a lesson. You can't escape fate. Just get it over with. What's the point anymore? Where did that come from? Have the hallucinations started? My brain is showing me what I want to see. Are you okay? Give me your hand. Before I die. Jairus? Blät. Okay. So cold. I know you'll feel better soon. I'll be dead soon. Don't say that. Dang! Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere in here. I know it. I found it. Yes. Just let me go with Koja. What? I'm right here. Jadis? I need you to stay awake, okay? Am I in the soup again? Wait, snap out of it! Ah! Don't eat me! Jadis, it's me. Koja! Please, please don't be a dream this time. You've been asleep this whole time? You almost froze to death, you know. What were you thinking wearing clothes like that in the middle of winter? Like, clothes? Ileo. I hung them up to dry. But I'll find you something warmer to wear before we go. What's wrong? Nothing. Are you shy? No, I don't know. Maybe half of me still a little shy around you? Which half? Let's change the subject. Okay, how about what happened to your arm? Did it grow back when you left the Room of Swords? Something like that. Where are we? Somebody's house? Don't worry, it's abandoned. We had to get out of the cold. And it was but it is still pretty cold inside, so I filled this tub with snow, which the firebird melted into a warm bath. You went before, but when she was a little bigger. That's the firebird? But I saw her explode. You were both engulfed in flame. How did you survive? For a second I thought I might die too, but she protected me from the flames. The Firebird never really dies, just starts over, kind of like a reset in the Room of Swords. Sounds like it's a phoenix. Maybe. But we call it, and I can't read that. Legend has it that the Firebird brings good luck, but anyone who captures it will have great misfortune. But I didn't believe in that kind of thing until I got there. We were being invaded, and I was afraid of the destruction our enemies would do if Russia did not win the war. But when I gave the Firebird to the army, they used her to burn our own cities to the ground. Attrition warfare? What? I remember reading about this in history books. Russia defeated France by burning everything in their wake, starving the French army of resources and forcing them to retreat. You probably did help win the war. It doesn't really feel like winning when there's nothing left to lose. Ever since I captured the Firebird, I've been losing everything that was important to me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to downplay your loss. It's fine. You've actually given me hope. When we parted in the Room of Swords, I thought, this time I've lost him for good. I didn't think freeing the Firebird would cause change like this. Would change anything for me, but I knew it was the right thing to do. Then General Sokolov caught me trying to set the bird free, so to escape execution, I possessed the Firebird and made it look like my body had been incinerated. I was hoping I'd just be able to fly away afterwards, but Sokolov was paranoid and he chained us up. I was starting to think I might be too cursed to change anything. But then you appeared, and I thought, there's hope after all. Then I wasn't expecting you to be I wasn't expecting you to be a Firebird, but I was really happy to see you too. You knew it was me. I'd recognize your blue eyes anywhere. But you probably wanted to go home to your time. And now you're stuck here with me. But I did go home. This isn't your fault, Koja. Actually, my captain, Iroh, is a time traveler. And we've been looking for everyone who survived. I was supposed to be in ancient Egypt right now with him and Sylvia. That's why I was dressed that way. But I accidentally came here because I couldn't stop thinking about this dream I had about you. That must have been some dream. It was. I dreamt that you told me and I had to find you before it was too late. And the last time I saw Dawn, he threatened to kill everyone I cared about. So I assumed you'd be his biggest target. Whoa, relax. It's just a dream, right? We trapped Dawn in the Room of Swords. No, he's out. What? He used me to escape and stole my boss swords. Now he just needs the ones that you and the other survivors took. We only managed to stop him from getting Sylvia's sword because he was holding back. Why would he be holding back? He was afraid I might still be Masyasare. Are you? No. At least, not yet. Don't you mean not anymore? I thought we killed Masyasare. But what if I become him? Captain Iroh, Dawn, and even Masyasare himself all said that it was inevitable. What if I can't change it? You can, Jairus. You don't have to be what everyone expects. But what if becoming Masyasare is the only way I'm strong enough? Dawn only has 60% of his power, and I still couldn't stop him from escaping or stealing 15 boss swords. How am I supposed to stop him from destroying reality? Masaosare defeated him when Don was practically a god. But Masaosare didn't defeat Don. Or else he wouldn't be your problem now. Come here. Strength isn't everything, you know. Use your head, that's your thing. I missed you, Koja. That's cute. That's real cute. Dilly 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 dilly. Give me a sec. Koja, this doesn't look like the way back. That's because it's not. I have to return the Firebird to her home, remember? But you already freed the Firebird. Can't she find her own home, or her own way home? It's my fault that she's out here in the first place, so I'm responsible for making sure she gets home safe. What if Captain Iroh comes looking for me and we're not there? We'll be stuck. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. But Captain Iroh needs my help to find the swords. Remember how I thought I could use the Firebird to win the war? Well, now I know that once you go to war, you've already lost. Because people don't win wars, they only survive them. And maybe you're like the Firebird, an innocent life being used to fight someone else's war that can't be won, instead of being allowed to live a free and full life. But it is my war. You and the rest of the people in the Room of Swords were the ones who were being used. Captain Iroh said Masaosare recruited you all as soldiers to fight Dawn. So you're the Firebirds. I got you into this war, so now it's my responsibility to keep you safe. But you're not Masaosare, right? Well, no, but... So then why is it your responsibility? I'm just saying, if some version of you has been fighting Hi, Mario! If some version of you has been fighting Dawn all this time and it hasn't fixed anything, then maybe you should try staying out of it. You could just be happy instead. We both could. Did you hear that? Probably just the Firebird. She knows we're almost there. No, Koja, look! It's redacted! Holy crap, the return is redacted! Ooh, I don't see anything. Standing right over there. Ah! Huh! Ah! Are you okay? Koja? Koja, where are you? Thor's hammer. Who are you? Ragam? How did you get here? A rift! Koja! You're coming with me, spy. Wait, no! Koja! Come on, open up! Bing. fingerprints not recognized. Bling. Too many failed attempts. Try again in 10 minutes. Damn it. I'm in the original timeline, so my fingerprints aren't registered in the VSC security system. Hey, who's in there? This room is for first and second class officers only. You heard me, Tatum and Johnny. The joke's over. Come on out. Feather Tatum and Anand Jelani? Sounds like they were troublemakers in this timeline too. But wait, if they're here, then why didn't my fingerprints work? If Masiosari was the one who recruited everyone, then he must work here. Unless they were recruited by someone else in the original timeline. Huh, yes, it's empty. Poor Iroh. Iroh? That's too bad. You even said you even used your serious voice and everything. I guess tough love has paid off. Just look at them, behaving, getting along. Our recruits have come a long way, Amelia. And Amelia? I bet this is how it feels to watch your kids grow up. Well, perhaps we'll soon know for Captain. Perhaps we'll soon know for certain. What do you mean? Did you get a new lead? I think so. One of our seers is showing a lot of promise. Her visions have become quite clear. She told me she dreamed that the sorcerer who took my baby would soon reveal his identity and my son will return. Not a moment later, our monitors detected a reality breach in 1950s Mexico. It came from this man. His face is younger, but he does look familiar. Amelia, if this is the Defiant who took your baby, he's dangerous. You shouldn't go alone. What? Amelia's baby was stolen by someone with reality-defying powers? That must be why she started the VSC, to track down Defiance. Don't be silly. I'll be visiting him when his powers have barely manifested. But if he is the guy, what do? Kill him? Of course not. I'll bring him here to learn our values and how to use his powers the right way. If he never becomes the man who took my baby, then I'll never have lost him. Well, if you won't take me with you to change his history, then you'll need to take this time hook. And I still reserve the right to kill him if your plan doesn't bring our son back. Deal. Wish me luck. Good luck, darling. That's quite a development. No way. Captain Iroh and Amelia had a kid together in this timeline? And someone took their baby. So they're looking for that person in the past in order to change fate. I hope they find who they're looking for. But for now, I've got to find Koja. Maybe there's a way to open the door from the computer. Amelia left her profile open. Dawn? No way. Dawn is the one the one Amelia thinks stole her child? And she's on her way to meet him right now. This feels like an important discovery. But I don't have time to worry about it right now. Damn it. Now I know why Amelia doesn't bother to log off. The only thing on this profile is a list of VSC's recruitment candidates. I won't be able to open the door. The last 2 rifts said shadows. I've got to get Cozy out of here before they show up. I'll just have to break the door.
Gyrus, wait!
Nymphis?
Shh! Oh, good. I got your name right. Sometimes I'm way off. But your behavior is not what I predicted. You hid your presence from Amelia so you could help that boy that Ragam captured. But you should know, if you force your way in there, you'll be putting him in more danger.
Everyone, listen up. I found this guy snooping around Command Center, and I'm going to make him tell me who sent him. He's already in danger. Ragam is going to interrogate him, and I doubt she'll believe he accidentally fell through the roof.
Yes, but you'd have to fight your way through everyone in that room. Could you do it?
I need you all on high alert until further instruction. There may be more where that he came from. They're from the Room of Swords.
Hey.
Ragam, wait. Fancy Pants? Is there a problem? As a matter of fact, there is. You forgot to ask for backup. If you're offering Fancy Pants, you know I'd never refuse a little extra firepower. This is getting weird. Save your breath for your confession, spy. Kodia! I can't read that.
You won't be able to fight them.
Then help me. Tell them to let him go.
They won't listen to me. With the type of work the VSC handles, we have to take trespassing very seriously.
Well, who will they listen to?
Amelia could have intervened. But as it is, she won't be back for several days. Unless...
Unless what?
Come with me, I have an idea.
If you're uncomfortable now, just wait until you try to tell a lie. We just have a few questions, so do yourself a favor and cooperate. What is your name, spy? I already told you I'm not a spy. My name is Kodia. You met me in the Room of Swords. What is the Room of Swords? Is that the name of your organization? No, Tori, you're one of the survivors, don't you remember? How do you know my name? I told you, we met in the Room of Swords. You even kissed me once when you thought I was Gyrus. Who is Gyrus? Cut the crap. Do you think this is a game? Tell us why you're here. This is the last time we'll ask nicely. Let him go. Wait. Oh, I see. Let him go. He's not a spy. Amelia! You know this man? Yes, he's with me. it's taking a long time for it to load. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, Curses hasn't been on this whole time. He's not a spy. Amelia, you know this man? Yes, he's with me. Jealous? Koja, don't say a word. Amelia? What are you still doing here? Didn't you have a trip planned for today? Right. I wasn't feeling very well, so I postponed it. You're taking a day off? Ragam! Thy voice does sound quite hoarse, milady. I am glad ye are taking some rest. Please forgive us for troubling ye with this misunderstanding. Wait, just a minute. If he works here, why haven't we met him? He's a new recruit. He just got here. Then why hasn't his name? Why wasn't his name? Why wasn't his name on the recruitment list? And why is it that the day he shows up is the first day you take off your whole career? Is it? Of course, Ragam's not buying his disguise. He's your mistress, right? Ragam! 'Tis not our place to... Well, what? You always say she could do better than Iroh. Wait, what's wrong with what Iroh? Nothing! Fancy Pants thinks you deserve someone who'll treat you like a queen. Well, that's, very kind, but... The Firebird! I'm sorry it must have followed me in here. Scarlet? Whoa. Amelia found your pet. Milady, did you really do this for me? You recognize that bird? Of course! I know she is smaller, but soon she will grow. The Firebird belongs to Tori? That would mean Tori and I shared a connection before the Room of Swords. How many of us might have been connected without realizing it? We have been searching for Scarlet for weeks. I do not think you would notice, let alone have the time to help, lady. That's a pretty big gesture. Some might even say it's romantic. Don't be silly. I always have time for my soldiers, and you know I think very highly of you, Tori. Milady, you have no idea how much this means to me. How can I ever repay thy kindness? Just confess already. Don't worry about it. Just keep up the good work, okay? Keep up the good work? You know they were about to torture me, right? Do you think I'd be doing this if I didn't? Okay, we're heading out. Take good care of the Firebird. After all that, you didn't even tell her how you feel? I'm disappointed, Fancy Pants. What does it matter to you? Are you kidding? After all the time I've listened to you talk about Amelia, I'm invested. Sit here. Are you hurt? I'm fine. I just want to know what's going on. It's kind of a long story. A long story? Or a secret? Tell me the truth, Amelia. What is this place? And why are you using a secret identity? It's not a secret identity. Sorry. It's not a secret identity. Listen, this is a VSC facility, but not from our timeline. You fell through a rift in this and in this timeline, Amelia is the president of the VSC, so I disguised myself as her to rescue you. You can hardly call that a disguise. It's more of a makeover. Why would Tori and Ragam have believed you were a completely different person with a bit of mascara?
I'll have you know it was a bit more involved than a little mascara. The disguise was my idea. You were his only priority, so don't be too upset with him.
Nefis!
So you're Koja. Even though this is the first time we've met, I sense you feel a lot of affection towards me.
Nef, we've been close friends for 7 years.
Really? That's extraordinary.
So what's so hard to believe about that? Please, just tell me what's going on.
Honestly, I don't know. I predicted Gyrus's return to our timeline, but not yours. Something must have changed. But now that you're here, I sense hope. I have no doubt you will be friends. I might even have a little bit of a crush on you at first, but don't worry, I'll get the hint quickly. As a psychic, the bond you two share is impossible to miss. But it needs to grow stronger if you hope to triumph over what's to come. There's a lot of hurt between the two of you. That will eat away at your bond if it's not resolved. Unfortunately, my healing abilities won't work on soul bonds. But I can always sense a fellow psychic class, Koja. As an empath, the heart and soul are your domain. But it's been a long time since you've used your powers for anything other than offense, am I right?
Not since the incident. I'm sorry, Koja. Now, how can I make this up to you? I just wish I could trust you to be honest with me. I want to be honest with you, but I guess sometimes I'm just too afraid to say anything.
Why don't we try this? You both need to trust each other. Gyrus, you can trust Koja with your secrets. Koja, you can trust Gyrus with your heart. So open it up and don't be afraid of what you'll feel.
I feel regret and responsibility. You're worried about someone. Your mother? Yeah. I think she may have started the war with Dawn. Okay, this is the last one for the day. didn't mean to scare you. I thought you wanted to hear it. I thought you wanted me to hear it. I'm sorry.
Empaths can feel what you feel if they listen. You can even pick up surface thoughts, like if they know their way around their mind of their subject. And this Koja were to use psychic force. He'll only hear what you're willing to share.
There's a reason I only ever use that kind of power for simple life forms. The more awareness and willpower that has to be broken down, the more dangerous and painful it is for the both of us. You should know I would never hurt you like that. I know. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. It's not you that I'm afraid of. It's me. I don't think it's a coincidence that Amelia and I look so much alike. She founded the VSC because she's looking for a child she lost, and she thinks Dawn is behind the disappearance.
I confess I've been fairly certain of your identity since you arrived. If it helps, I can tell you felt Amelia's life energy as I healed your arm. Something only a child would carry.
That's what I was afraid of. If Amelia is my mother, she needs my help. But I'm afraid of what I'll become if I stay. Whoa, hey, come here. What do you mean? I never told you, but I fell through a rift once before by accident, and Don was there waiting to kill me. And he told me that our timeline is just one of 104 variations created by historical alterations that occurred every time Dawn has escaped the Room of Swords. But he said he was captured in the original timeline where Masaya Sara appeared out of nowhere to help Amelia stop him from ending reality. And that's where we are now, because Redacted tore a rift open between the 110th and the original timeline. So, if I help Amelia, I'll be doing exactly what Masaya Sara did.
That does match the vision I had of him. You arrive here after all hope had been lost where you came from. So you stay and make a fresh start with Amelia.
A fresh start? Maybe this time I could at least find a way to save everyone. Jairus, the fresh start is a false hope. Masaya Sara said so himself. This is an unsolvable problem. But what other choice do I have if there's no hope left in our timeline? I need water.
Actually, I don't think your timeline is a lost cause yet, Jairus.
But what about your visions?
In my vision, you came here after more time had elapsed in our world. In your world. Things had collapsed so badly, staying here was your only hope. But my sense is that you still have time because fate brought you here early.
I did accidentally time travel to Koja early. But now I've lost Captain Ira. I don't know if he'll ever find me now. I could be stranded.
Do you know where he is?
In ancient Egypt, actually. We were going to find you.
That's perfect. You can go to him. Take my earrings. I brought it with me from home. You should be able to ride it to where you need to be.
Ride it? But that's what I need Captain Iroh's power for.
But didn't you just say that you time traveled on your own before? To find Koja?
That was an accident.
An accident that couldn't have happened if you didn't have your own time powers. You know, your mother could read minds, and my father could grow any plant from a seed in a matter of seconds. He wasn't able to surprise her with the bouquet, but she heard him planning it. Thankfully, it was the thought that counted, and I ended up with a blend of both their powers. And it's the same for you.
My mother could read minds. Whoops. So Captain Iroh is my biological father?
I realize this is all very new to you still. So you can use this time hook until you figure things out.
Oh, right. I saw Amelia use one of these.
I just got it charged. It should be good for a distance of about 200...
I'm bad at reading numbers.
20,000 years.
What will happen to Amelia when we leave? And what if we don't stop Dawn in our timeline?
Well, you could always come back here if all else fails.
The nymphs from our world said that there was a way to break the cycle at a place where the beginning meets the end meets the beginning. If our timelines are connected by these rifts, then any of them could be considered the end meeting the beginning.
I have a feeling you're right. After all, if the two ends of the thread didn't connect, it can't very well form a loop. Perhaps if we could separate them, our timelines would not feed into each other.
How can we do that? I think I know how. At least, I've seen it done. The rift can be sewn shut with the boss sword.
There you go. I have a good feeling about this.
But there are only 8 boss swords left. How do we know? And who knows how many rifts? Will it be enough?
Perhaps some of the rifts are more dangerous than the rest. You could prioritize those. And you might as well start with this one.
Okay, that's the last one. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, I guess.